Hey, what's going on? I'm back. How are y'all this afternoon? So, hold on a second. The topic today, hold on, I gotta go fix this real quick. Yeah. Oh, shoot. No. I'm trying to fix something on the YouTube side of it. What are y'all up to today? We're going to be talking about what a man says is not what he says, it's what he does. So we have to also remember that and not get caught up on words, because sometimes people will talk and they will never do what they said. So a lot of ladies start to depend on words rather than actions, and it gets them all messed up and thinking something is something when it's not. So we need to remember only to respond to the actions of words. Okay, I got it done. And so many people get it in their mind that they're in this whirlwind relationship and everything's going to be great, and they're promising this and they're promising to take care of these bills and this and take you doing shopping and take you doing, and all of the time they're just getting all your admiration and attention and all that kind of stuff. And what really is happening is that they're never going to do what they're saying. So sometimes you've got to make sure when they do speak that you know for sure. But it's not, I always tell women that whenever you make it your own fault by believing words, don't feel bad about it. Forgive yourself, because I think sometimes when you hang on to, sorry, y'all, dropped my phone. When y'all hang on to that, it makes it worse. So just like, oh, you know what? My bad. Forgot. So make sure you just move on quickly, and then from whatever was told. And remember, oh my gosh, I can't believe I messed up words, not actions, right? Sometimes what he does are breadcrumbs to key in. Yeah. Like, promises. Promises. Can you go to the bank with promises? Can you pay bill with promise? I promise. You can't do nothing with a promise, but leave it where it was. Okay. There's nothing you can do with a promise. It's not worth anything unless it comes through. Remember? So, I don't care about a promise. I care about a result. If we keep that in our mind, instead of relying on fantasy things that never happened, rely on the results, not the words. Right. You say go pay the electricity bill with a promise. Okay. No. So make sure, please, and don't eat all of that promise this and promise that up. Like, don't act all extra happy when he tells you something like, oh, okay, that's very nice of you, and then go right back to how you were. That way he knows that those words don't work, and that only actions will get your attention. Okay. It's like, oh, that's very nice of you. I look forward to it. That's what you say. And then you keep moving in the same tone, in the same way that you were before. Because a lot of times they think that's going to get you all happy and hype and try to impress them and be like extra with them. And they hadn't even done anything. So just like, oh, that's very nice of you. I look forward to it. So, blah, 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 blah. He's going to be like, huh? Didn't work. You just want to be evil and petty. Oh, why? Do I think rich men are the prize? I don't think rich men are the prize. I think rich guys are a way to level up in a sense for yourself. And I think also, just like for a rich man, a certain type of woman is a prize. So I think it's always just a way to level up, you know. And I think it's just everybody wants to do that. I think everybody wants to marry up or level up if they're going to choose a partner. I don't think they want to level down, you know. So I don't know. I guess they're a prize to whoever feels that they're the prize. I go by men and women. Like, women are going to be the prize if they take care of themselves, you know. So no matter what amount of money you have, but also at the same time, if it was a broke woman and a broke man, the broke woman is still going to be the prize. If it's a rich woman and a rich man, the woman is still going to be the prize. No matter what, the woman is always going to be the prize. Okay, no matter what, because that's what it is. Okay. Else, let's see. Did I miss a good comment? Your ex-husband said he put a curse on you. I don't know what to do. Everything all of a sudden seems to be going wrong. Is it all in my head? Yeah, it's all in your head here. Sprinkle. Go listen to Michael Jackson. Remember the time. Sprinkle. All right. Anyway, do you get tired of teaching? Sometimes I feel like only a terrible relationship can help me to really change. A terrible relationship to change? Well, to change what? What are you trying to change? Well, instead of thinking about a terrible relationship, think about the one that you could be missing out on. That's absolutely wonderful, great, fabulous, whatever. You know, maybe that might help you. The title is confusing, meaning don't listen to what he says, only respond to what he does. Like, people will talk, oh, I'm going to take you shopping, oh, I'm going to pay your bills, oh, I'm going to buy you a house, oh, I'm going to marry you, oh, I'm going to do this, oh, I'm going to do that. And then, you know, the woman is all, oh my gosh, really? You're going to do all that for me? That's why I really, you know, they give you all this attention and affection, and the man never follows through on any of those things. He was lying. And so I tell the ladies, stop depending on words and only respond to action, because a lot of these ladies are always asking me questions like, what if he promised this and never followed through? Well, what if he promised this and what? Don't listen to words, only respond to actions. That's what my answer was. So that's what the video is about. Thank you, lady. Had the word sprinkle. Just want to hear y'all talk bad about Applebee's. There'll be no one in that parking lot. Every time I drive by, there'll be like 3 cars, and that's probably the workers. Sprinkle. Okay. Just none. Like, so can you keep your provider? What can you keep your provider with no sexy time? If you smart, sprinkle. If you got game, you sure can. You just got to know what to say. You got to know what to say. You said you keep. I don't know what it means. It means remember the time. Sprinkle. All right. The you keep on. All I have to do is knock on his door. How much would you like to bet? What? Mm-hmm. That's a good mama you have. What? Y'all are talking. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading the comments. I'm gonna go back to my. Oops. Candy break. So I would rather like, and this is something that I normally do. When people start talking, I shut them up. That's it. Because they'll just keep going on and on about what they're trying to do, what they want to do. I'm like, tell me when you did it. They get mad. Well, it's like, I don't like to hear about what you're planning to do or what you want to do, or tell me when you did it. Don't waste my time. So that's one of the things that I have a pet peeve with, when people talk more than they do. And I'm like, shh, goodbye. Do not bother me with your plans. Just let me know when they're complete. You know? Because after you experience like the same thing over and over and over, and it's like you don't believe it anyway. It's just wrong. And if you're one of those people, because I know a lot of guys are, if you're one of those people, people will never take you seriously if you never follow through on all the stuff you've been talking about. You know, y'all know those type of people that just talk and never do anything. And I'm like, why do you keep why do you keep talking about the same thing? Don't you get tired of talking about it? Don't you want to go actually do the things so you can have something new to talk about? I get sarcastic with them. So, say one of your ex-dusties, okay, they're the main ones, right? About what they plan to do and how they're gonna make their money and the $1 million idea that they have. So it's like, okay, don't worry. Let me know. I never say yes to those cooking dates. He's hoping for, no cooking dates. Oh no. So I know a lot of women are very optimistic when they meet someone that's decent for the first time. Don't go overboard, because they may just be a little bit more decent than what you've been dating, but they may not be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? So you might get a decent guy, but they still may be lying to you or leading you on, or da 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 da. So you got to be sure that you don't forget about those other things. Play it cool and be only responding to action. And if that person is like talking you up so much to get you excited, no matter how much it is, just like, oh, you know what? That's so nice of you. And then change the subject so that you don't get caught up in it. Like, so what's going on? What are we doing tonight? Change the subject if you can't focus, because I think a lot of people will be like, and then like when they leave, they'll call their friend or whoever and be like, guess what? Da, 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 guess what? Da, da, da. And they'll just be like telling their friend or whoever about, oh, I met this new guy. He's this and that. Some of y'all do it in the comments. Or I met this new SD and da 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 da. And then you never hear from him again, or he never does anything for you that he promised, or you see him on the dating website, still, I don't know. But y'all have to stop doing that, because it's very defeating, especially if you're trying to date different types of men, or if you're just leveling up and getting back out there. Do not get your hopes crushed by being too eager and listening to words rather than looking for actions and what he's done and not what he's talked about. This will help a lot of women to not get so emotionally attached as well, because a lot of times we get emotionally attached to people's words, not their actions. Because if we measured how attached we were to someone because of what they said to us versus what they've done to us, it would be a huge difference. Think about your ex, whoever you was in love with or whatever, like whoever you was like so in love with and couldn't live without. Think about that person, right? How much did they do for you versus how much they told you they were going to do for you, or how much did they actually talk to you about whatever it is that they planned on, becoming with you? Did you fall in love with that, or did you fall in love with the action? So most of the time, you're not even falling in love with the actual person. You're falling in love with their false promises and their words. And none of the action has really taken place. So you're not in love with what they said that they were going to do. You're in love with their lies. You're in love with what they were telling you that they were going to do, but never did. And how they made you feel about yourself because they were going to do those things for you. And in return, you felt like, oh, I can trust him. I can let my guard down, and I can become emotionally attached to this person because they see me this way. But really all they did was get you to see yourself that way. And you felt that validation from within, not from lies, because the lies never happened. So the lies never turned into actions. So, but you had to accept that he was telling you what was true, and it felt good. So it's really self-esteem building when people talk to you in a certain way, but then when they don't follow through, it's really crushing at the same time. So just like it can bring your self-esteem up, when the action isn't followed through, it can bring it way down, and maybe even more because of the disappointment, So you got to be careful on how you also allow people to validate you, and if you take it as validation. Having your own confidence when you go into a relationship is important for this reason, because it can't be altered, or not very much anyway. It can't be altered too much if you already have it within. Yeah. And then, a lot of people will say you're cold and you can't love. No, we need action, baby. Look, action gets love. Action gets emotion. Action gets action. Okay. And like I said, the woman's action, 10%, man's action, 50%. Why? Because it equals out. Because when a woman actually decides to feel something or feel something emotionally, it's probably way more than a man would. So, you got to be careful. Those dusties got vulnerable women a mile away. So make sure, and this is a good way, like if you're dating, or if you're seeing someone, this is a good way to not get emotionally attached, just to use that rule, 10% versus 50%. He gives 50, you give 10. This way it's not ever going to go against you. Right. That's what it needs to do, because a lot of women ask me, how do I keep from falling in love with this person, or how do I keep from becoming emotionally attached? 1050, baby. Sometimes lower than 10, girl. And sometimes higher than 50, depending on the past or, you know, the person. Like, could be an 8 versus a 60, you know. 8% versus 60%, you know. Or it could be just whatever percentage you think you should do, but no more than 10 for the woman, unless you got a ring and y'all in a date. Okay, then you can up it to 20. And up here is 20 more too. Okay, so nothing really changes. It seems like it's changing, but you're really just doing more. Okay. So like this. Okay, I love you 20% now. So you got to love me 70% now versus 50, because I'm upping it. And we'll probably never get to 50-50 either, ever. Not emotionally. And you know what? A lot of men will be like, well, why? Well, why? Well, why not? Because some women are crazy. And y'all seen the movie Snapped? I mean, the show Snapped. Some women are crazy, and you're safer not expecting more emotional attachment. You're safer, actually. So it's a blessing. You're actually safer, because some women will go crazy. I keep watching like these little shows that are playing in the background about all these crazy women that have killed their boyfriends or husbands and snapped and all that kind of stuff. There's no way I'm going to be sitting in prison for that man, any man, you know. So yeah, don't even bother. 1050, and you know, if you decide to do more, it's on your own. It's on your own accord. So a lot of women will do more and pretend and do more and do more because they have a goal, and it's not anything to do with emotions or love. So some women will go all out because they have some type of goal, and they're already, you know, pretty balanced emotionally. But then there's some women that are still trying to find true love and this fairy tale thing. And those are the type of women that get their heart broken and take forever to get over it, and, you know, cry and are afraid to do it again. And that, you know, so remember, less is more in this case. All right. Thank you, Mellow Yellow. So why did Nicki Minaj pay for her own engagement ring to marry a Dusty? Because there's more to that story than you know. Sprinkles, we can't ask about certain people because they do things a lot different than we do. And a lot of the stuff that they do is not what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep it focused on, you know, regular people. Because a lot of stuff that they do, you won't ever understand unless you study it. Okay, sprinkle. But thank you for the donation. He takes me to nice dinners and says he loves me. Okay, well, tell him to pay your bills if he loves you. Sprinkle. If you love me, you can pay these bills, or you don't love me. That's what I feel like, literally. Do you think that's possible for someone to love you and not be able to pay for your bills and watch you struggle? I don't think that's possible. Do you? I don't think so. What if he has high energy level and you're a calm person? He brings me stress. You better drink some coffee when you go see him. There, you better do some Starbucks. But like, you better keep some espresso on hand because. Thank you, Gons girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Yeah. How my birthday was wonderful. I have the birthday weekend, so I'm going to be going to my masquerade. But it's going to be cool. Or I might go to Austin. I don't know. I haven't decided. One thing I cannot stand is stressful men. Yeah, I don't like. They could be all that. I won't even be. I really won't even realize that because I'm going to be thinking about something else. Don't you know how to tune out? Do you know how to tune out? You just start thinking about something else. I mean, have you ever just been somewhere and had a whole conversation without even hearing one word that they said? You've never done that? I can do it all the time. Like, wow. Thank you, David. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What kind of coffee I'm drinking? Caramel macchiato with almond milk. So, no, that's soon, very soon. I got my dress too. So I'm gonna take pictures. Y'all see. Follow me on Instagram to see. Y'all will see. Believe me, because y'all know I'm taking pictures. Anyway, what do you do when your husband always do the opposite of what you say to him? Tell him the opposite of what you don't want him to do. And why should he do it? Don't take out that trash. Let it pile up because I'm doing a science experiment. Take out the trash. Okay. Oh, hey, Marcus, sprinkle, sprinkle. Reverse psychology. My child keeps sending me crazy picture. That's what I do. You know what? Don't go grocery shopping and buy all my favorite foods because I'm on a strict diet. I'm trying to get real skinny so I can look good in this dress. You're going to get donuts, cakes, meals. True story. You're like, I'm doing an experiment on how long my car can go on E. So don't put no gas in it, okay? Can you go to the store real quick? I was trying to cook your favorite meal, but I'm missing some ingredients. Take my car. So I can help it run out of gas faster. It's going to come back with a full tank, okay? Because he's going to be scared. So he's going to think you crazy, but you're going to get what you want. And when he leaves, you're going to be laughing at yourself. I'm so bad. Sometimes I just laugh at myself because I'm so silly. So I can't believe that works. So, think outside the box. Think outside the box. Shimon. Interesting. You got your ex to send you food? That's funny. You're a Gemini with Aquarius moon. How about you? Oh, y'all talking to each other about the zodiac once again. Okay, another thing that you got to do. If you're asking for something and you're making him promise you things, or else you'll get upset, he's going to say whatever you want to hear. So even if he does say those things, you still can't believe, okay? Because you're forcing it. So it's probably going to be less likely to be true anyway. Unless, he really, really is trying to impress you and keep you, and he knows this is the last chance. But usually they're just going to say what you want to hear. Okay? And don't be afraid to lose. Like, here's my thing. So many women are afraid to lose. He's never going to call me again. Or what if he breaks up with me? So, were you going to get what you wanted anyway if you had stayed? No. So what's the point? It's better that you save your time and energy with, someone that's going to actually do what they say, rather than waiting around on someone who ain't going to do nothing because you're scared to lose somebody that's not going to do anything. That's silly. I say, don't be afraid. If you're afraid, they'll know that you're desperate, and they'll keep doing it over and over and over because they know it's going to be like, oh, she's not going anywhere because she's afraid to lose me. Ha ha ha. That's when they start thinking they're the prize, right? And when they start thinking they're the prize, that's when they start acting silly. Okay. Shimon. So when things are always, going right, you're going to be like, oh, he's listening. He's starting to do stuff because I'm not believing him anymore. He's listening. Now what he says is what he does. Okay. You're going to be like, ooh, that's going to be a turn on. And he's going to see how you respond to it, which is going to be good. And he's going to continue to do that because he sees that as a positive. Thank you, fam. Sprinkle. Fame. Yeah. You're married, taken care of, faithful, but still have an emergency sugar daddy that had before husband that I used the wrong, that I used. Is that wrong or bad? It's not bad. If you need it, you need it. Sprinkle. I mean, we all we got. Use the tools around you if you need them. Okay. Go every day. Most people go to the gym at least a couple times a week. So you're probably better off on. Most people don't. Only people that go to the gym on the weekends are people that work all through the week and can't get off. So you want to go on the week during the weekday. Thank you, R. Davis. Sprinkle. To keep your emotional control. How to keep your emotional control if he acts up. If he acts up, he's still his own person. So you're your own person. So you don't have any control over that situation. So all you can do, this is what I would do. I wonder why he did that. I wonder what made him do that. Interesting. Well, until he can do better, I'm not going to be very outgoing towards him. Reason it out, because if you overreact and do all this crazy stuff, he's going to be like, she's crazy, and, let's end it. So emotionally overreacting is not a good thing. Sit there and think about stuff for a little while. Strategize and see if you can come up with a better plan that's going to benefit you in the end. Okay. Use that time to think about how you can get something or how you can make the whole thing worth your while. Whatever he did to mess up, that's what you do. If you're not doing that and you're overreacting, then you're wasting time, energy, and you're risking the relationship. And they're going to think you're crazy or over emotional. So you're going to lose more than you gain. Thank you, David. You're with this Callie. I definitely have to pay for her. We don't live, but she bring her friends. It's not my job to pay for them, right or wrong. It's not right for her to bring them without asking. Like, if you know and you said, yeah, sure, bring them, that means you got them. If she says, can I bring my friends? Like, no, I just want us to be alone tonight. Then that means you ain't gonna pay. It's a nice way to say I'm not paying for your friends versus I am paying for your friends, you see. So thank you for the donation. Okay, y'all, are y'all talking to each other? So am I most of the time alone? No, I'm not. I wish I was alone. But I am not alone. Okay. My husband pays for my friends all the time unless they are with men. That's very nice. Okay. My mom used to bring her friends and my dad would pay for them. Yeah, a lot of men will just because they got the money and they want to, they want to make sure everybody's taken care of or happy and sometimes show off. Have I decoded Drake's new song? I haven't heard it. I need to get on it. Unless I have heard it. How new is new? Like came out today or last week or what? How to be there for him when he is having a bad day. I'm having a bad day. Do I need someone to be here for me? I mean, the best medicine is laughter, I think. Because, they'll forget about why their day was bad and make them laugh. Or just maybe send them a funny video or a cute picture. I don't know. Send them a cute picture, a funny video, and say, I hope this makes your day feel better, and be gone. Don't try too hard because you're going to look like Pygmisha. And then if he gets in a better mood, he'll contact you or he'll come talk to you. But sometimes they just need to be alone. And sometimes when people say they've had a bad day, and I really don't, that means get out of my face. I don't want to be bothered with you. You rhyme me too much. So I'm or it could really mean that they had a bad day and you know that they had a bad day because you witnessed a bad day. And you're just going to say, well, I hope you feel better. If there's anything you need me to do, just let me know. But, it's going to be okay. And then move on. There's not much you can do. That's his day. Yeah, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You said my assistant. I don't have an assistant. When did I get an assistant? Sprinkle Sprinkle. Tips on how to be there for him when he is having a bad day. I already answered that one, right? And I clicked on it twice. I will admit, I was a masculine woman before. Well, we can't be masculine and expect a masculine man to want to do for us. Okay, let me read this one. Why? Hope all is well. Who to choose when one man you in love with and trying, but another is in love with you with stability? Both. What you doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What's wrong with both? Y'all know my answer. Ain't nothing wrong with none of it. Okay. Why not have both? Would you like this flavor or that flavor? Both. I'm 17 and boys my age go for the cool girl masculine type. What should I do? They're young. They don't know what they want. They're just trying to go for the one who wants to please them the most or try to act, you know what I'm saying? It's different when you're young. That's why I don't recommend youngsters, try dating and until using this technique until they're older. Because, okay, masculine women, okay, that are young, they're trying to hang out and please the guys. The guys know that. They just want to see how far the girls are going to go. They're not going to marry them. They don't have to take a picture with them or a family photo. They're just in it for whatever they can get out of her. Okay. And so if you want one of them to like you, they're 17. What do you think they're after? They're not after no relation. They're after some sex. They're 17 years old. They don't care what. You could be walking around looking as mannish as you want, but if you let them hit, they're gonna like you. Okay, just the 17-year-old hormones. No, so just understand that's why most feminine women are more reserved and less likely to be, throwing themselves out there to men like that. So if you want them to like you still, then mix it up. Mix it up, Be a merge. Be mix feminine and the masculine together and see what you come up with. See if they notice you. If that doesn't work, then I'd rather stay feminine. Because it'll work in the long run, believe. Okay. You said don't date in high school. People gonna date in high school. Just, a lot of the same rules do not apply because of what the guys want. What should I do when my husband nowadays go and buy things by himself, like TV and grocery, and I don't like that? Okay, first of all, groceries, I don't care. Please go and buy the groceries because I hate the grocery store. TV, I don't care because I'm not paying for it. Pick it out, do whatever you want. I don't really watch TV. But as long as I'm, I don't really care. Car, I don't care. That's that man money. He can do what he wants with it. Period. I'm not a controlling woman like that. I don't care what he buys, as long as he don't use my money or buy an ugly piece of furniture for the house that doesn't match because I'll accidentally spill something on it and we'll have to get something new anyway. Sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Right. We don't need to control them like that. That's too much. Boyfriend into politics. I'm not. He hates it. What should I do? Lord. I'm not into politics either because they're a joke, literally. See, I couldn't. I would have to just really be acting. Oh yeah. I agree with 100% everything you say. You're right. Tell them. You're right. I don't care. Yep, that's stimulus. Yep. The masks. Who cares? Just agree with whatever he says. Who cares? If it makes him happy, agree with it because you don't care anyway. I finally agree with you. You're so right. I don't know why I couldn't see this before, but thank you. You're so right. Everything you said. Could have said it better. There you go. Oh, yeah, CNN. Yes, put it on. Oh, my goodness. Did you hear that? What do you think about that? While you're on your phone scrolling on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to go follow him. What's his Instagram account? Because they got, they got money. You're going to really be into politicians. This is getting on Instagram. Oh, yeah, he DM'd me the other day. What? You told me to get into politics. Oh, well. Be careful what you ask for. I wonder if we're going to get the stimulus check. Hold on, I'm going to ask him. Get them stimulus checks. He said we might win. Anyway. That's funny, right? Like, oh my goodness. So, oh my goodness. He texts back. Let me see what he said. He's going to be mad then. Thank you, David. Her friend comes. She don't expect me to pay, but if you were her friend and I only pay for her, not you, what would you think after the date was over? Oh, if I was her friend and you didn't pay for me and I came on y'all's date with y'all, I was like, wow, I had to pay myself. I thought he was going to pay for me because she said that he gives her lots of money. He must not have that much money. That's what she's probably thinking. But at the same time, she might not come back. So you might have done the right thing for your wallet if you can't afford to pay for her friend. But that's what she's probably thinking. She probably won't come along again because she knows she got to pay. Or you could work it like this. You could pay for her friend, and then when it's time to give the girl that you're dating money, you give her less, saying you had to pay for her friend. Either way, it's about to slide. Either her friend is no longer coming, or she's going to get less money. But that's what you're going to have to do without saying anything. Because sometimes you got to speak without speaking, okay? Actions. Actions work both ways. So you can tell her that, you'll spend, but you ain't going to spend over here if you got to spend over here. So she'll figure it out. Friends, stay home. I need my money. Okay. Do-do-do. You hate that sound? Yeah, I mean, it's time to go. Here. I know, I'm sorry. I got a few more minutes though. I feel that a lot of people, like I said, they base a lot of things on words rather than actions. And if we stop doing that, life would be more fulfilling because you would get more and you would hear less, but you would get more. Thank you, Divine Goddess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, if I wanted you to help me promote an item, how could I do it? I have a home decor drop shipping type store. I want my niche to be the level up community because I love it here. Hi, Sprinkle, sprinkle. I started it because of you ladies. Oh, that's so sweet. You can send me your website link, and if you follow me on Instagram and just message me, send me your website link and tell me, the same thing you just told me here, and I'll look at your shop and I'll respond to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. SheRaSeven is my Instagram. Thank you, girl. That was a very nice donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, just DM me, girl. DM me. Or tell me you're going to DM me in a comment, and then I'll come click and find you. Thank you. What are some feminine hobbies or habits I can develop in order to be more feminine? I don't know. Well, anything creative is kind of feminine. So art, music, crafting, just writing, journaling, reading. That's feminine. I mean, reading is easy. Get a book and be like, oh, I'm going to get a good novel. Let's see. Doesn't this look so super feminine? And if you read certain type of book, you get some good ideas. Okay. Like, oh, interesting. Reading, baby, reading. And you learn too at the same time. Added bonus. Right? Pretend to be reading. Listen to the audiobook later. There you go. Read while you're listening to the audiobook. I make, like, I do a lot of stuff. I have a lot of hobbies. I mean, I have too many hobbies. I can't even do them all. So I just dabble in this and that. I do a lot of crafting, whether it's, I've made, like, I don't know if y'all have been following me since Facebook, or maybe I posted a picture. Like, we remade the Beyonce outfit from the Homecoming Coachella. We remade that for Sasha. We made the sweatshirt, and then it came out pretty good though. But we do all kind of stuff. I just got. Yeah. You just got the Woke Don't Mean Broke book. It is thick. Yeah, I got that too. Talking up a feminine sport: tennis, horseback riding, sailing. Oh yeah. You're taking that up? That's wonderful. I would take up horseback riding or sailing. Probably horseback ride or sailing. Because, like, you probably meet richer men. Hey, Shira, how to gain your power back after being emotional with husband. Now I'm ignoring him because I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed. Girl, act like nothing happened, girl. Sprinkle. Y'all can't go nowhere. Just act like nothing happened. Just go back to being regular. You know why? Because it's a waste of time. Y'all married. Y'all ain't going. Like, he doesn't care. I mean, you're a woman. You're going to have emotional outbursts. Just don't do it again. Or try to control it the next time. Or strategically do it when it needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with people that are all talk is such a turnoff. And if you are the same way, it helps you change. That's true. That is so true. I used to do that when I was a lot younger, but I would really be planning on doing it. Just something would get in my way. Or, so, but then when somebody started doing the same thing to me, I started actually following through because it was like terrible. It was like, ugh. And if that's how I was to someone else, I don't want to be that. So it does. You're right. Thank you, Ashana. Sprinkle. Yeah. You can't deal with people that are all talk. Me either, girl. Right. A lot of time, You said Pisces procrastination. I know. That's why, like now, I'll say I'll do something. Maybe I always have to put maybe because you don't never know. Don't ever say I said I was because I said maybe. I might, perhaps. I don't know. That means if I get around to it, it'll get done. If I don't, I said maybe. So I cover myself with that. I don't say for sure or I promise or we will. I'm like, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. He what? Not true. If true, women what? Women what? Would not date each other? Not true if true women would stop hanging around each other. I don't know what that means. Thoughts on dating movie director, small film, how to seduce? Treat them normal. If he has a lot of options, like, just be normal. I don't really say treat people like they're all this or that. I say treat them normal, like you would treat the next person. Because if you do, they'll find that kind of like refreshing because they don't have to deal with you treating them like everybody else is treating them, like not genuinely, So just do normal, like whatever. And they see you on their level at that time. It's like, because if they see you on that level, then they're more likely to open up to you and you're more likely to be able to do that, get closer. Because you're not, you're a great movie director. Oh, what movies have you done? Who do you work with? Don't even care. If they want to volunteer the information, great, but don't even care. But, know a little bit of something, but don't know all the details because that's a little strange. And don't ask too many questions about what he does. Because it seems like you're not interested in him, but only at what he's doing. Like, try to get to know the real version of him. Okay. Anyway, I've got to go. But thank y'all so much. Thank y'all, everyone who donated. How to get a husband more romantic. Buy more gifts. Da, 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 da. Maybe you're doing too much for him. Maybe you need to just cut off a lot of stuff that you're doing for him. You ever thought about that? Yeah. I mean, when you want them to do more, you do less. So that's just how you do it. Okay. And then they'll ask what's wrong, and then that's when you don't do these things for me anymore. That's when they'll ask, and that's when you'll give them their instruction, and that's what you'll get in return. Right? You're welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But don't be mad. Just do it naturally. Like, pull back naturally from everything that you're doing. Because if you're mad, they're going to find offense, and they're going to want to argue more than they want to fix the problem. So don't be mad. Just be like, oh, well, I just haven't been feeling that close to you lately. I mean, you used to be a little bit more romantic. Anyway, I got to read this book, or I got to do this. I got to do that. Just pull away. And so the only way he knows how to get you back is to actually listen to what you told him and then do those things. All right. Okay. You said pulling back doesn't work on your Pisces. That's because they like alone time, girl. You got to pull up on a Pisces. It's different with a Pisces. If it's a Pisces, pull up on them. They'll do what you want to get you away from them, basically. Or they'll run away and lock the door. So there, that's what you do. So I'm sorry, like it is a little bit different. Like hurry up and do what they want so you can get your time back. And you go, leave me alone. Okay, you happy, bye. I don't know why that is, but it just is. Like we don't like to be bothered too much. Unless we are, you know, unless we're in the mood to be bothered. Sometimes we just want to be alone, or you know, because we're in our own heads a lot, and it's like we're never alone. That's why if you're all up on us, it's like too many people. Okay, you've been that way since you were a kid. I know, crazy, right? You said same as Taurus. When you start chatting with guys and they ask for pictures, what do? You send a nice face photo, a nice selfie, and that's it. Or you direct them to your Instagram alias Instagram account for that reason only, not your real one, because you got an alias one maybe. Where all the pictures are decent. So that's all that they're gonna get. What do they expect? Send them a Cash App. They want more pictures, and send them another selfie. They'll stop asking. Maybe they just want to see how you look today. Maybe they want to take a picture of you right now. Sometimes they want to see what you look like at certain times. Maybe they want you to take an actual selfie. The thing that I wouldn't do is to find a pic that you've already posted a couple of times, or a pic that looks like you took it for someone else. They know. Right. I might come back on later. We'll see. But I'm not gonna be here because I'm going out of town, or I'm going away for the weekend, and so I'll be back. But I don't know. I might film while I'm there, so we'll see. We will see. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how do you force your Pisces to add me in his thoughts? You can't force anybody to do anything. You dealing with a Pisces man. What you trying to do to yourself? You're gonna be working for him. Honestly, what you can do is give them their space, and when they are ready to be with you or talk to you or give you that attention, then you can be there. That's just really what it is, because they didn't forget you. In fact, they're thinking of you, except when they're done with what they're doing, then they're going to go find you. Okay. But if you keep popping up when they're trying to do something, they're going to spend longer away from you. I think it's because they couldn't get what they're trying to get done, or think about what they're trying to think about, or whatever. So just be patient. Just, it's not that bad. If they like you, they like you. But at the same time, don't force yourself on them, because they'll be like, bye. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.